trauma tells you you are not worthy. If someone touches you or does something bad to you when they're supposed to be loving you, then you start questioning, well, am I worthy of love? That is the question that comes from trauma. Like
why is that the question that comes from trauma?
Well, if someone is,
and also trauma is like what's happening now is traumatic for people. That makes them ask, am I worthy of love?
Matter of fact, you're thinking about it. I'll tell you why. How do you feel about being a Jew today? When the whole world is saying you're not worth anything.
I feel very, very prideful of my Judaism. I'm very upset about what's going on in the world.
Hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts to watch other people say you're not worth protecting. The fact that the Palestinians, that's what happens. That's on a universal sense. Like our whole religion, our whole people are being told that we're not even worth protecting, that we're not like a day after this horrible thing is. They're making big parties in the street. Imagine you're a little child and somebody hurt you, right? Let's say an abuser. And the next day your parents were hugging them and loving them. And they're like, that's the experience of someone who's traumatized, is that they're being hurt and being told, you don't need your own personal space. I could take your personal space. I could bully you. I could molest you. I could do all these things to you. And then as a kid, just starts thinking, well, if he's allowed to hurt me, she's allowed to hurt me, and they're allowed to hurt me, well, maybe I'm not worth not being hurt. I mean, like, that's the idea. The idea is like,
but I don't think for a second that, well, the Jewish people are not worth being protected. I think it's ridiculous what's going on.
Well, the world is telling us that.
Well, I don't, but you believe it?
You're being strong.
You think they're...
But as a little child, if you were a little child and you're 4 years old, and the whole world is saying you're not worthy, like, I'm allowed to touch you when you don't want to be touched. I'm allowed to do whatever I want to you. You're not protected, and I don't need to protect you. And you tell your parents are like, it's not such a big deal. You know, like they're pushed aside. This is how trauma works. And you start building in your head, oh, maybe I'm not special enough. And I'm not. And by the way, it is happening because we see the Jewish people are siding with the Palestinians. I see it all over online. They may not be Orthodox Jews, but I'm saying your people were just killed. And you're saying, like, they got convinced by the world that we're allowed to be hurt like that. That's a trauma of a nation, in my thinking.
Really?
That's what I think. We're being traumatized. I feel it. Not only do we get hurt, but we're being told by the world that we deserved it.